here we are again. It's still December, so I got my red lips and my Santa hat and my Christmas pajamas. Even though Christmas is over, I'm still celebrating because I'm gonna share with you the gifts that I got, and I'm so happy about them. Okay, I can't retire the Santa hat yet because I just am still in the Christmas spirit. With all the books that I got this year, I'm feeling really good. Got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I got 17 books gifted to me, and I'm so happy about them. I kind of want to just go through what the books I got are, just give you guys a little detail. So yeah, let's just get right into it. First, I'm gonna start with my very favorite gift this year. I received volumes 1 through 10, and that's a lot, of Yona of the Dawn. So this is some manga that I've been wanting to start collecting. If you don't know, I love anime. I have never owned a manga, even though I've kept up with Yona of the Dawn through online, reading the manga online. I've wanted to start building my manga collection, and so my very sweet friends got me volumes 1 through 10 for Yona of the Dawn. I'll show you the covers because I just have to, because I'm obsessed with them. Here they are, just living their best life, and I'm getting a manga shelf, so my life is just kind of thriving. But yeah, so 10 of the books I was gifted was the manga set, volumes 1 through 10. And Yona of the Dawn, I know you can watch the anime on Hulu. That's where I watched it. But I love it. The story follows Yona, who is a princess of Koga Kingdom, and her father gets murdered by someone she's really close to, and she gets run out of the castle with Hawk, her personal guard, and together they embark on this journey to find the 4 dragon warriors, and together they fight to rebuild the kingdom. And the manga is still ongoing, so I don't know the end of how it's all going to turn out. The last chapter I read, they went back to the castle, to the king who murdered Yona's dad, and it's really good. I love Hawk. If you watch the anime, if you watch it in English, I do have to admit Yona's voice really annoys me, but if you watch it in Japanese, it sounds a little bit better with subtitles. But whatever you want to do, if you want to check it out, this is my first manga collection. It is awesome. I'm really excited to be reading these. I've already read them online, but now I have them in hand, so I have to reread them, and I'll just start the story again because I know that I need to. And if I start over, I'll just, you know, feel everything all over again and cry all over again and be happy all over again, fall in love all over again. So whatever. In my free time, I will be rereading my Yona of the Dawn manga. And if you haven't checked it out, I think you definitely should. If you're looking for an anime to get into or a manga to get into, this is like historical fantasy fiction. It's really great, and I love it. Another book that I got this Christmas is Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. This is a part of the Throne of Glass series. I unfortunately have not made my way through it. A lot of you guys know this plot and are in love with this plot. This follows the story of Selena, the assassin, and I read Throne of Glass and I loved it, but when I got to Crown of Midnight, I just got stuck in the middle of it. It wasn't my favorite, so I just haven't finished it. But I did ask for this book because I'm determined to finish it, and I've heard from so many people that in Heir of Fire, that's when things get like super juicy and good. So I am determined to push through the second book, Crown of Midnight, and make my way to this one so I can get all the juicy information, because the fandom I want to be a part of the fandom, but I'm not right now. So I want to jump on that bandwagon, and I love Sarah J Maas. A Court of Thorns and Roses is like my top favorite series. So I think what happened was I finished A Court of Thorns and Roses and I went right into Throne of Glass, and I was comparing too much. So I think I've had a long break, but this month I have been rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses. So maybe I'll start this back up in like March of 2020 or something. I don't know. I have to plan it out. But I don't want to be comparing again because I want to give it like a clean slate, an open mind, and like go in loving it so I can be a part of the fandom and love it because I love Sarah J Maas. But yes. Another book that I got this Christmas is Cruel Beauty. This is by Rosamund Hodge. Sorry, that was weird. I was recommended this book by someone in the book club that I'm in, a Coven of Readers. Check them out on Instagram if you haven't. I'm always going to give them shout outs because I love them. But Cruel Beauty follows the story of Nyx. She's a 17-year-old girl who at birth was betrothed, promised to marry the evil ruler of her kingdom. And she goes through the feelings of wanting to kill him. Like, she sets out a mission to kill him because he's a bad guy. But I believe that story kind of changes because right here it says her mission was to kill him. Her destiny was to love him. It just follows her in that journey, being taken to his kingdom or his castle. And I think she finds out he might not be so evil. So I'm ready for this. I think it's going to be all the things that I'm looking for in a good book. Just some kind of young adult trash that I need in my life. I'm always looking for a hate to love story, and this seems to be what that's going to be. So I'm really excited for the Cruel Beauty. Another book that was on my Christmas list is the Guinevere Deception. I had to put it on my Christmas list because I saw it at Barnes & Noble last time I went in, and I was looking at it, I was about to buy it, and for some reason I walked away. So when I added it, I was like, you know what? When I added it to my list, I was like, I have to do this because I've seen it all over Bookstagram, and I think it's going to be a really good book. This is a twist on the Arthurian legend, King Arthur, Merlin, Guinevere, all that good stuff. It's in the perspective of Princess Guinevere. She goes to Camelot. I think it's going to be a really interesting read. Something different for sure because I'm not the biggest fan of the Arthurian legend. Not that I don't like it, I just don't love it. So it's not something ever that I've, was like, oh, I gotta get this book. But the end of the synopsis here in the book says, deadly joust, knights, and forbidden romances are nothing compared to the greatest threat of all, the girl with the long knotted black hair, riding on horseback through the dark woods towards Arthur. Because when your whole existence is a lie, how can you even trust yourself? So I am excited about this one. I think it's gonna be different for me, so I'm looking forward to this read. The next book that I got is another book from Kirsten White, and I Darken. I'm really excited about this one. It's been on my TBR for a long time and I've not even owned it, so I finally put it on my Christmas list. This book follows the story of Lotta and her younger brother. They were taken from their kingdom and are living in the Ottoman lands. Yeah, Ottoman courts. She is brutal and cruel to survive in her enemy territory, and I'm really excited for something a little more dark and edgy and brutal. When I think of stuff like that, I think of Sky in the Deep. That book was really heavy for me, and I found it to be a little darker, and I loved it. I stayed up till 4 in the morning. I cried, and with that book, and I just feel like this kind of has the same vibe, so I'm really, really excited about this one. In the Ottoman courts, she meets someone who befriends her brother, and I think some romance starts there, so that's always fun. But yes, this is another book from Kirsten White. She also is the author of the Guinevere Deception, so I'm excited. I've never read anything from her to read this new author and see how I like it. Another book I got, The Starless C by Erin Morgenstern. I honestly don't really know much about this book. I've read the summary, but I'm not sure if I need to read The Night Circus beforehand because I'm a little confused even reading this. But it follows Zachary Ezra Rollins in the labyrinth underneath the earth upon the shores of the Starless C. On this journey, he meets some people and he's trying to find his door, and there's romance and mystery and spells and magic. So it does seem really exciting. This was more of like a hype purchase book that I wanted. I saw a lot of hype about it and I am excited to read it. But if I need to read The Night Circus first, can someone let me know that maybe in the comments, because I am a little confused. I believe my mom was saying, my mom bought this for me for Christmas. She's so sweet. But she was saying the lady at Barnes & Noble that was helping her said that The Night Circus needed to be read first. But I thought this was a standalone, but I'm not sure. So if you guys just want to correct me, that would be nice. But I am really excited about this one because I don't read very many books where the perspective is in a male, like the entire book. Is it? Let me see. Yeah, so I am really excited about that. I think it's going to be different and I'm really looking forward to this read. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I will sometime in the future because I'm setting my Goodreads goals for the new year. So it will be read at some point. Another book that I got this Christmas, Hunted by Megan Spooner. I have not read this one, but I've heard such good things about it and I see it all over Bookstagram and I love The Beauty and the Beast. This is a retelling of Beauty and the Beast and it follows Yeva, who goes into the Beast's forest. Her father goes missing, you know, good old Beauty and the Beast stuff. So I'm really excited about this one because, again, Beauty and the Beast is one of my favorite stories. So I think this is going to be an easier read. I'll probably fly through this one, so I will probably start this sooner in the year, but I am really excited for it because all things Beauty and the Beast are my favorite. The next book is Uprooted. This is by Naomi Novik. Again, another author that I've never read from, so I'm really excited about this. This story follows Agnieszka. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But I'm really excited about this one. She lives in a quiet village, and nearby village there is, or in the woods, there is a dragon who takes a girl every 10 years. And so Agnieszka is the one who is taken and uprooted. So it follows her story with that journey. Very fantasy, a dragon. I like that. I have not read very many stories with dragons, which I know is probably lame of me considering Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings. I haven't read those books. So I'm excited to see a book with a dragon in it. I have not seen very much hype about this book, but again, it was recommended to me from a friend in a coven of readers, and I'm really excited to dive into it and see what it's all about. All right, that was the books that I got for Christmas this year, and I'm so happy about them, especially, like I was raving earlier, the Yona of the Dawn volumes 1 through 10. I really do recommend this to you guys. If you're wanting to get into manga, this is where to go. Fantasy, historical, fiction, beautiful, great characters. Everyone has a good storyline. All the characters have detail and they're great. Yes, my tall book stack. I now need to reorganize my bookshelf and add all of these in. And I'm a very happy camper. I wish Christmas could be every day. I wish winter was every season, and I wish I could drink hot chocolate and have the whole winter aesthetic vibe going on for forever, but then I'd just be crazy. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little nonsense, but I'm still getting used to BookTube and making videos. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. I hope you all had happy holidays, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. Just know that you're loved, and yeah, I hope you guys have a very happy new year.